Okay, Edmonds Elementary students, this is our first project of the year where we're going to be making a collaborative paper quilt, and everyone is going to make a paper quilt square. And on your table you're going to see a selection of colors. There's going to be squares, triangles, and rectangles. You're going to start by choosing one of each. So here are my background squares. I'm going to choose one of these. This I'm not going to cut up at all. This is my background that I'm going to be gluing everything else down to. After I've chosen one of these squares, I'm going to choose also one triangle and two rectangles. And I'm going to choose from just the colors that are at my table, and you'll have an assortment of colors you'll see around the room at different people's tables. And whichever table that you're sitting at, you're going to use the ones that are there at that table. And now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have the tools that you need. These are your materials, your 4 pieces of paper, and you're going to need your tools, which are simply a pair of scissors and a glue stick. And you can share those with the people sitting next to you. So what you're going to do is start with this paper square on the back, and that's your full background, and again, you're not going to cut this one up. Next, you're going to decide, what am I going to do to turn this into a paper quilt square? How can I adapt this? One thing that you could do is you could glue it down just like how it is. Or you can change this into other geometric shapes, and these shapes are all relational. It's a 6-inch square, and this is 6-inch on 2 sides of your triangle, and these are 6-inch strips of paper. So if you fold them and cut them, you'll find you get these interesting relative shapes. So if I line this one up corner to corner and then open it back up and cut right along the line, then I can line this up wherever I want to on my square. I could line it up here in the corners. I could fold and cut them again, which is what I think I'll do, so I have 4 smaller squares. I'm not going to be cutting organic shapes, circles, hearts, things like that out of these. I'm going to stick to straight-sided geometric shapes today. So triangles, squares, rectangles today. And once I've cut these up, I can think about, how do I think they're going to look good on my quilt? What if I try rotating them? What would that look like? Would I like that? And you can try out how you think this is going to look best. And I urge you not to glue right away. Move around your pieces and see, what do I like? I think this is looking pretty good. That's a great start. And now I have to think about these pieces, my rectangles, and how I'm going to include them. I could glue them right on top. I could put them underneath. I could decide that these also I want to cut in half, and I could fold them, open them back up, and cut along the line. No pencils today, you don't need them. And I'm going to keep playing with these until I feel like I have a design that I'm proud of. I have a design that I think is interesting, that if this were a quilt in my life, I would like it a lot. And you get to decide what that is, and nobody else at your table gets to decide for you. Here's the thing that's true. You're not going to have any scraps today. In other words, nothing here is going to get thrown away. You must find a way to use all of your pieces. That's your challenge. I think this is looking pretty cool. When you're happy with it, you're going to take your glue stick, just a quick glue stick review that you're going to unscrew it. Hopefully it's down like this. You're going to turn it so that your glue comes up just a little bit, not a lot. And then, even though these are so neatly arranged, I need to kind of sweep them all off so that I have room to glue. And instead of putting glue on my surface, I am always going to try this year in art to put glue on the object that I'm gluing down. So if I'm going to glue down this white paper strip, I'm going to glue that down first. And the reason that I'm going to do that, my friends, is because that way I don't have lots of extra yucky glue that I can see. All the glue is on the back of my piece and I stick it down. I don't want to do just a dot in the middle. I need to go all the way to those edges. And I'm going to continue gluing until you get all the pieces down as you want them to be. After you're done gluing and everything's in place, you can actually skip putting your name on the backs of these today, because today these are going to become part of a big group project and you don't need your name on it. Pretty unusual. But you are going to take your glue stick and turn it back down. Make sure you're turning this until your glue is below the surface. Please notice these caps, they're twist-on caps. So you're going to twist it back on before you put it away in your basket. And that's what we're going to do during art today. You're going to design your own quilt square using all of these pieces and seeing what you can create.